Hi everyone, this is Vikas from Networkers Home, and today I have come up with a very interesting video for you guys, which is actually also the most asked question in our 15 years of or 16 years of running Networkers Home as a company. So just to give you an idea, I'm the owner of Networkers Home. These days you have fancy terms of CEOs and MDs and everything else, but I generally call myself as a traditional guy. So uh, I've been running this company for almost 17 years now. And the most asked question that we always have is, what are the different packages or salaries, for CCNA level people or CCNP level or CCI level candidates and the freshers and experienced and all that. So through this video, I'll try to decode that myth and we'll try to understand what kind of salaries are being offered and if there are any jobs or not in the market. My favorite tool to gauge that is India's largest job portal called Naukri.com. So we'll go here and we'll see what are the different type of jobs available. So I'm going to search initially with CCNA. So that's our first search. And as I'm making it for the freshers, I'm going to keep it 0 to 1 year experience guys only. Now you see that there are right now 1754 vacancies, 0 to 1 year, right? And out of that, if I look at what are the locations, Bangalore has the highest location, then the Delhi NCR second highest, the Pune and Mumbai, then all these regions, but Bangalore still has the highest number because it's the IT capital of India, right? So now let's start looking at the kind of salaries being offered, and you see that the salaries being offered is 50K to 3 lakhs per annum, 1.75 to 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. So basically, there's no set standard. It totally depends on the company and the requirement they have. So this is the reason I wanted to come to this rather than just having the PPT and telling you, from experience perspective. I wanted to show you what is there in the real time, right? So how the companies, how the employers think about it. So employers do not have, all the employers do not have the same requirement. Some of the people are looking for a different qualification. Some probably are looking for BCA, BSc IT. Some guys are looking for BE. Some guys are looking for some, advanced level skills. So different, jobs have different roles and different pay scales. So you see that 5 to 10 lakhs, so 2.5 to 3.5, and then there are, I'm not looking at the CCNA trainer or anything else. I'm just looking at the kind of jobs which are available in the market. So you see that that's basically how, the most of the employers have looked at these jobs. Now, very interesting thing is that, if you go to Networkers Home YouTube channel, right? Let me take you to the Networkers Home YouTube channel here. Okay.
It takes,
and you see that every single day we have been posting our students' journey and their placement experience and placement reviews, etc., etc., right? So you see that most of these candidates are generally, I'm talking about the minimum package starts with 2.5 lakhs. And the maximum it goes to is 6.5 lakhs, but 6.5 lakhs is not a normal package for our students, I will say, right? So most of it is 2.5 to 4.5 is the starting, right? But you look at the candidates also, right? Look at the candidate profile also. Most of the candidates are not from the BE, BTech of the electronics or computer science background. So there are students who are BCA, there are students who are civil engineers, right? There is a civil engineer here, right? And then we have a different kind of candidates, right? So most of the profiles, when you go through it, you will realize it that most of the candidate that we get is BCA, diploma holders, polytechnic, and these kind of profiles is what we get. Now, so do not label, right? A lot of people try to label in their mind that there is a set package for this profile, right? That is what I want to break. The myth I want to break is that it totally depends on the candidate profile. If the candidate is BTech, he has a little more value into the market for sure. But again, the technical rounds and the technical interviews will decide. Then, I also rate this. There is a system there. I rate them as level 1, level 2, level 3, or A grade companies and B grade companies and C grade companies and D grade companies. So the top MNC companies, generally we cater to the Bangalore market, right? And we do not cater to the jobs where, somebody is ready to give 2 lakhs or 1.5 lakh rupees package or 1 lakhs package, 10,000, 15,000 rupees a month. We do not even entertain those companies. As simple as that. Right, so we leave those companies for other institutes or freshers in the market who are actually self-studying or doing maybe going to some cheaper institutions and all that. Cheaper in terms of fee, not in terms of quality. I'm saying that I'm not trying to degrade anybody at this time. Okay, now let's come back to this. So you see that there are ample number of jobs in the market. If you look at today, right, 0 to 1 year experience, there are ample jobs in the market right now. So much so that these jobs are more than 20 times of what we produce in a month, right? There are more jobs than that in the market. I'm just talking about CCNA. And CCNA is from my perspective, is the most basic networking certification, right? Why I'm saying that is, remember that I'm a 15-year-old CCA, right? I did CCA, my first CCA, I passed out in 2008. So it's been 15 years, right? So if I say that, it has its own weight, right? So CCNA to me is the least significant certification, right? Or is the starting level certification, right? From the fresher's perspective. Why I'm saying least significant today, if you ask me 15, 20 years back, CCNA was the most significant certificate because CCIs, there were less than 5,000, 6,000 CCIs in the world, right? The training itself was 5 days bootcamp used to cost $3,000. There were no training institutes in the country. People had to go abroad or people had to take bootcamp from 3 or 4 trainers in the world. Today, there are institutions like us, right? In North India, there is an institute. In South India, now we are, the number 1 player here. Across the world also, there are some good institutions and all that. So, so basically it totally depends on how we look at the thing. So from my perspective, CCNA is the least, the unit of knowledge at this time, but it is a basic associate level certification. It is the start, it is the fundamentals, and you cannot avoid it, right? But somebody in today's time is looking for a solid career based on CCNA, I will call him foolish. Right, it can give you a job. I'm not denying there are jobs out there, right? But purely based on CCNA, somebody wants to build a career, that will be a kind of foolishness. Now let's go back to in this video we'll also try to compare it to the other jobs. So we'll search for CCNP level jobs now. So I'll just put CCNP and we'll see how many CCNP jobs are there. You see the CCNP jobs are actually more, right? So there are more jobs in CCNP, but I will try to reduce it also to freshers level, 0 to 1. I'm not even keeping 0 to 2. Remember that. I'm not keeping 0 to 2 year experience also, right? I'm just keeping 0 to 1. So you see that they are all hitting 0. Or 1 year experience. That is the minimum one, that you have 0 or minimum 1 year experience guy, and that's the number of 812 jobs right now open in India, right? Again, if we look at it now, you see that this time Delhi NCR has more jobs, a little more than Bangalore, right? A little more than Bangalore. Okay, now let's look at some of the profiles out there. No, not this one. I'll try to catch some profiles in Bangalore itself. So let's go to Bangalore and try to see. This is quite surprising to me also because I was thinking that CCNA level jobs will be Delhi NCR, there will be more, but those jobs are more in Bangalore. That's pretty interesting to me, right? And CCNP level jobs I thought will be more in Bangalore and they are little higher in Delhi NCR. So here are some of the jobs, the companies which are hiring, and the packages which are given starting with 3 to 7.5 lakhs package. And I'll tell you one very interesting thing, that in today's time, finding a CCNP for less than 10 lakh rupees, right, is absolutely impossible or next to impossible. It will be, that guy is going to be absolute fresher, right, with minimum 2 year experience is somebody is looking at, right? They need to spend a lot of money. You look at Flipkart is looking for people with 1 to 5 year experience. I have heard all my life from people that, the big companies do not hire less experienced people. You need to have minimum certain year of experience. You look at it, 1 year experience guy is also, the Flipkart is hiring production system and network engineer, right? So those are the kind of jobs there. I will try to compare it now to CCIE. We'll try to see how many jobs are there for CCIE certifications and what are the different packages there. So CCIE, of course, I'm going to pick up 0 to 4 year experience here and we'll see. So you see that 1169 jobs are there and Bangalore has the highest number of jobs for CCIE, right? Because all the software companies, all the high-tech companies are here, right? So there are more jobs into this. Now, what are generally the packages? The package range will basically, you will be able to find out that these are the kind of packages which are generally paid. So you see that 6 to 10 lakhs, 3 to 6 lakh, 10 to 15, 15 to, and then 25 to 50 lakhs are there. Now, because I have excluded it, if I just go with 10 to 15 year experience, the things will change drastically, right? The packages, then, you will have more jobs into those brackets and all those things. So this is, I'm talking about what? Bangalore with certain year of experience and all those things, right? You reduce the experience and there are more jobs. So, the myth that people have is that for these certifications, there are no jobs for fresher. One thing you have to do is first visit Networker's Home YouTube channel to see continuously for last 17 years, continuously YouTube testimonials of these candidates and you can talk to them, right? Today, it's very easy to find somebody detail, just put it in the LinkedIn and you can find all these candidates and you can check them. Is it really, is it true or is it fake that you have studied there, you got placed, you were absolutely fresher and all that? You do not need to believe us. You can just go ahead and, search their name on the LinkedIn and other social media platforms itself and connect with them and find out. And it's not 1 year journey, it's 17 years of journey, right? Continuously 17 years of journey. So, the lot of myths, lot of doubts people have about these things that I wanted to clarify, that there are enough jobs in the market for Cisco engineers even today, right? When there are rumors. Now let's go back and we'll try to see the AWS jobs. I will say associate, because AWS can be software, can be, it caters to a very huge market, right? Now you see that AWS associate level jobs is, you have 15,843 out of that customer service jobs. And let me go back to, here, location, Bangalore. Right, so Delhi NCR 3934, Bangalore is 3,600, and I forgot to do 02. I'm going to put 0 to 4 year experience, right? 2,100 jobs, of course, more than Cisco professionals, for sure, right? And that's the reason we have launched our new program for the Cloud and DevOps Master. I will also do a research on, I'll also try to compare to the DevOps jobs also, so that you can, see how many jobs are there, etc., etc. So that's the reason we launched Cloud Masters and CyberX Masters program, which are doing very well. You see a lot of people in these reviews that they actually enrolled into CyberX Masters and they were able to. Now, cloud, there was an issue with the cloud. If you look at the job profile inside of the cloud, you will always see that there is certain amount of other skills which are required. So cloud standalone will not fetch a job except the technical support jobs or customer support jobs. It will not fetch you, high-end jobs. So for that, we have added a lot of DevOps course content, etc. into it. So let's go to this, and you see that the cloud jobs are more, number one. Number two, the salaries offered to the cloud for the cloud jobs are also higher. Okay, that's a very interesting finding comparing it to CCNA jobs and networking jobs, etc. So this is what is listed here. Now we'll try to compare it to the DevOps also, right? So let's go to DevOps, and again I will try to bring it to 2 years experience, and there are 4,261 jobs total, 2 to 5 year experience, right? I will try to make it even less. I will try to make it freshers. So zero experience, freshers, absolute freshers. Okay. Still, there are 300 vacancies which are available for DevOps engineer, right? But that's pan-India. So if you look at Bangalore, 66 jobs. But we also have to consider a fact for all these things that today people not only hire from Naukri.com, they do a lot of hiring from other platforms like HireAct and all that. They also do a lot of hiring from LinkedIn and other social media channels. So what we are seeing is a partial picture of the industry, right? But this gives a pretty good view. So if we correlate and collect that, let's say the equal number of jobs are there from the other, the social media platforms also, then you realize the market is pretty big, right? And there is a huge scope out there. So, the job wise, there are jobs. Now the question again comes back is that how is that the Networkers Home has been so successful into, getting these people into companies for such a long time, and why no other institution has this number of testimonial reviews? Of course they have, right? Everybody has. But the look at the frequency. If you go to our LinkedIn page, you will find almost every single day somebody getting placed. And, now video testimonial, I'll tell you another thing about video testimonial is a lot of students who get placed, they are not very comfortable in giving video testimonials also. Okay. A lot of people say, sir, I'm shy, I'm camera shy, I have, language issues, I don't feel good when I talk on the camera and all those things. But if you look at LinkedIn, right, where we post every day people who are getting placed. So generally, I will say that around 15% of the students get agreed to giving a video testimonial. Right now, look at it from that perspective, at how many placements are basically happening at Networkers Home. Now, what could be the reasons? We'll have another video on that where we will look at various strategies that we have deployed for last 17 years. And, probably I'll have a lot of team members also into it. So, this is what was the aim of this video, so that we can show you guys how, the industry has number of jobs openings and what are the technologies which are pretty good. I don't want to compare more into data science and all that because we don't offer that program and I don't have expertise in that area also. We have a DevOps program, we have a Cloud Masters program, a Cloud Placement program, a DevOps program with the DevOps and Placement program. We have Cisco Networking, we are known for last 17 years, right? Cybersecurity, we have a very good team and we are doing for last 3 to 4 years cybersecurity programs and all that. So these are the skills that I can compare. Let me compare probably cybersecurity also. I'll just put CEH as a certification and we'll try to see if there are any vacancies for that also. You see that for freshers, there are huge number of jobs as cybersecurity analyst, right? So that's again the myth of that cybersecurity people are not getting opportunities. There are no job listings out there. See, if you have technical skills and you can clear technical rounds, you know how to build a great resume, right? There are a couple of skills that you need. You need to have great resume. You cannot avoid that, right? You need to know how to crack, how to apply to great companies, a covering letter, how to talk, how to crack the interviews, whether technical and non-technical lecture rounds and all those things. There has to be certain mentoring also, right? But the jobs are there, It's not the jobs are not there. If somebody is not getting through, there could be other reasons, right, that we have to look into by looking at, the individual's profile and resumes, and is taking his interviews and understanding his the weak points and strong points and all those things. But somebody putting a blank statement, that network engineers, there are no jobs, cloud engineers, nobody's hiring freshers, DevOps, nobody's hiring. I mean, that is all bullshit. You can just look at the stats out there. There are ample number of jobs, but yes, you may say that I did not get a job because I lack something, right? And we as a training company are very good in finding those areas, because we have, look at it, we have a placement team. We have technical trainers who do technical rounds. We have communication skill trainer who will help you with the communication skill and resume building. So combined all these things is what, when we build a strategy and our students get into good companies and all that. Also, lot of time we look at the short-term goal and we do not look at the larger picture. Okay, so let's say a 10-year experience CCIE, how much that guy can make. Now today you may be starting at 2.5 lakh rupees, 3.5 lakh rupees. 10 years down the line, if you are able to reach to 40, 50 lakh rupees, right, that's not a bad thing. So nobody makes money at the start of anything. Even if you start a business, right, today you look at it, 90% of the startups are not making money. They are losing the money. They are closing down after spending millions and billions of dollars. So nobody makes money. It is only over a period of time. Let's say we are there for 17 years now into the market, right? And today, after staying in the market for 17 years, after serving the customer for such a long time, if people, blindly comes to networkers home and do not look at the social media techniques and, all the fancy ways of people enticing customers, and all that, what we do is, as a simple marketing mechanism, is that just put the right reviews or the reviews of the candidate who got placed. You do not need any other marketing skills. Whatever fake marketing skills you have, or whatever fake, marketing propaganda that you have, will not work if the candidates do not get placed and you are a company for freshers. If you promise people that, the benefit will happen, if the benefit doesn't happen, then all that propaganda will not work. So we go with a very simple philosophy that let people find out, from their, from the peers, from their links, from the seniors, that this is a good place to do this course or not, and then decide based on that. So guys, there will be a lot of classes like this. We are, getting very active on YouTube to have these sessions, and we will try to benefit not only Networkers Home students, but outside student also, so that you have a larger picture of the things. Do not see, this video is not designed from a perspective of that you need to go to an institute to find all these things. It is actually to inform every single student who is studying CCNA at any institution, or DevOps at any institution, or AWS cloud at any institution, that there are enough number of jobs in the market. So remove that blaming factor. Do not blame anything, because there are, if you may not be knowing it, but there are enough jobs right now in the market. Yes, your profile may lack things. Technically, you may not be strong. You may need support also. You may need a mentor also, right? So those are the things I can understand that. And a lot of people, 90% of the time, I've seen these are the factors. Because of that, people do not get into good companies, or people do not get a job. So hopefully this information was useful, and we'll keep on coming with great videos. If you have any kind of suggestions for this video, or you want more videos like this, please let us know in the comment that I want a video, or give us a video suggestion on the topic that you want. Thank you for watching, guys.